Hello, team. Good evening and welcome to this preparing for a core job, electronic job in the college. That's a more. We'll discuss about. I put all these four words in a purpose. We will discuss about that very clearly. And on behalf of Eastern Academy, I welcome you all to this session. And if you see here, there are four things are involved here. One is we are looking for a core electronics job. Okay, so please understand, we are not going to discuss about IT jobs, or we are not going to discuss about communication jobs. If you want anything that we can discuss after 8 o'clock, 7 to 8, our aim is to discuss about electronic jobs. Same way, we are going to discuss about how to get the jobs, how to prepare for that in the college days. Okay, so first year to final year before that. So after 8 o'clock session, general session, informal session, we will discuss what is the difference between these two. Why I specifically put at college days. It's all having a very valid reason for that. Over the period also you will understand the 5 days. And the most important thing is I've written as a high paying. So how come I'm just putting a word called when the college students are looking for a core job? How can I write a high paying job? That's a very tricky. There's a very thin line between a low paying job and high paying job. What is a thin line? How do we exactly crack that thin line during the college days? Those are the very important things on this 5-day session. This I've tried with not 1 or 2 days. I spent about 13 years. My name is Balajee Seshadri. Some of you may be knowing that. Some of you may not be knowing that. I had about 34 plus years of experience in the electronics industry. I did my MTech from IIT Kharagpur in the year 1987. Okay, so 86 I completed, and 87 January I joined HCL R&D. So from that day till today, I am living with electronics, various forms. I was a board designer. I did BCB. I did sales. I did manufacturing machines. Then I did embedded. Then I did VLSI. And VLSI I did front end and back end. Understood? So you know all the terminologies. So we will discuss. See the whole and during the school days in 70s, I start doing with vacuum tubes. Then I do a small transistor radios. So we travel through to till today. But one of the main advantage which I have it is, even now I work as an engineer in a company as a driver developing engineer. So I am a software engineer. I never been a senior engineer or manager. I'm an engineer. So I know exactly what they are looking. Also, I have spent a lot of time with the freshers. I have lots of companies I've given a training. That is from institute to induction. Even next week, one of the MNC company, I'm going to give a training for people all about electronics. That's one of the core company, but I'm going to give a training for them. It's about 10 days training of about introduce them to the industry. Okay, so all about the electronics, how the computers, all the architectures, everything. Okay, so I know exactly they are well-paying MNC companies. Okay, so the whole trick is something. So please make sure that I also make sure that one very important policy I have. I should not disappoint anybody. So that's why I always put the fees as 200 rupees. So I can never disappoint you. One. Second thing is 5 days only. Not even 5 days, 5 hours. There is a see. I could have run this on one Sunday morning to evening 5 hours. Am I right? That's a very easy one. Why should I do it on 1 hours on 5 days? Am I right? These are all I did big study, not a small one. I did big study. Even though I'm conducting a C programming class, I give a 5 problem today. Somebody solve it in 1 hour. I'll give next problem only next day. I don't give it immediately. So everything I did a study. I know that how exactly this is called pedagogy. That is a methodology of teaching. I want every electronic students or electronic aspirants in India should be successful. Understood? That's very, very important. Or in the world, whoever it is. If you want to win the electronics, but I know exactly the things in the fairly. Not I'm not saying that I know everything. No, no. Since I moved with the people, I moved with the industry, I moved with the colleges. I know fair amount of requirements. I know that, which I'm going to share it for 5 days. So please, if you miss it, also see the recorded version. Second thing is, please be active after 8 o'clock. Normally, I myself has learned when the very first session onwards, the very good discussion is going on after 8 o'clock, but I don't record that. It's off the record. I complete the record by 8 o'clock. 7 to 8 is the recording done. From 8 o'clock to sometime it go by even a 1 hour discussions. So I don't mind. So as long as it's going to be benefit for you, we can discuss any other topic. And the most important thing is, remember the WhatsApp number. This WhatsApp is a one-to-one. You do not discuss with your group. You say that you can always tell me, sir, I have 3 years experience. I've suddenly lost a job. What should I do? Whatever possible way, I do that. I don't provide I'm not running a recruitment company. I know that, but I know that I can help you out. So let's be very, very happy mood, in a positive mood, and let's try to understand how to win the game. You are joining the engineering to win the game. All engineering itself is problem solving. You solve the problem electronics, but you cannot solve your problem. That is not right. That's why I'm here, and for us the quality of the lectures is very important. Some cases lectures, because I started only about this is the fifth one. Sometime it goes up to 6 days. I don't mind. I don't mind to extend it one day also. If I put a 5 days, I put everything well planned. But due to a discussion, or while I'm discussing with you, some topic could arise. I could explain. I take more time, so I may extend this for one more. For me, the time is not critical, and these discussions are not very formal. So when I am discussing, if you have a doubt on a chat, send a message. I'll see it. I'll answer it. I'll try to answer it immediately if it is within the purview of our discussion. So now let us take the 5-day sessions. So okay, on the 5 days, what we are going to discuss is first day is what industry expects. See, without you know that what industry expects, what are you going to prepare for the 5 years? Okay, who put you the entire syllabus for 5 years? Is the industry? No. So let us understand what the industry. Let us be very, very totally a different ball game now. And second, we have to understand types of job in the core electronic industry. That's a very, very critical for you, because you should know that what job fits you. Okay, all are interesting. Don't worry. I've seen a person who started like a PCB designer, is doing too good in a company, a CEO in US. He started a PCB designer. Now he is a company CEO in US. Okay, there are people who could be a maintenance engineer and doing too good in the outside countries. Everybody developed some skill. I traveled along with a lot of people, but I stayed on the same level because I decided to be a trainer. And the most important, you never understand the college students. Since I'm attacking only college students, the college students never understand the difference between knowledge versus skill. They think skill is also your knowledge. That there is a big gap. We will discuss very thorough. Both are 180 degrees opposite. They are nowhere connected. Okay, they are totally opposite. And apart from most important thing is, no core company is coming to your college at all. Not many colleges. Okay, why? There are big reasons. Okay, it has happened for last 20 years, not over the time. How to overcome that? How to? So if there's no, I say your college could be remote or whatever college. If there is when there's no core company is coming to your college, or when you know core companies, you could able to contact them. How do you get the interview call? Okay, unless otherwise you get an interview call, you cannot get through. Okay, but there's another trick is there. See, these two are totally different. Getting an interview call is totally different mechanism than the getting through the interview. These two are totally different. After that, to get a job. So see, there are three things there. One is you should know. See, I'm not going to discuss about the typical soft skill, how to prepare resume, how to beautify. No. This is a pure 100% technical discussion. Okay, the point which I'm going to tell you are not advices. They are all what I have learned over 34 years of the industry. Okay, it's coming from my blood, from my heart, from my sweat, not by reading somewhere. And this is what the soft skill. No. They're all very important. See, I never understand the. I'm not underestimating the soft skill or ability, but I'm not good at that. When I am not good at that, I'm not supposed to deliver it. So I lived with the technology. I'm going to discuss with you what are the things. Okay. And another thing, most important thing is I'm not a job provider. I told you, very important. But of course, people contact me. If I find somebody is good, I provide them. Okay, I just read that. I'll give the, hey, so and so person I contacted, he's very good, contact him. I do that, only that. But for that, I have to really know you very well. Okay, that is the thing. Now, today we are going to discuss about the what core industry expects from engineers. That's the first day. With that, let us get on to the thing. Uh, what is the industry versus student? Okay, I forgot. I put a small thing here. Should be first year. Okay, because first year industry is here and student is here. There's a huge gap. When you join the college, you never think of industry. But of course, very surprised. I'm surprised. A lot of in our group itself, lot of first years have joined. I never expected. I think there is a. I could see the India is changing. There are a lot of people are during first year itself understanding that, hey, I have to start preparing now itself. It's a very good sign of the turning point. Okay, that's really let me be very happy on that moment. There is first year students. Lots of people are here in this. They are listening to my talk. At least the interest is very clear. Okay, normally when I joined the first year and all, I never know anything, man. Even I'm completing the final year, we didn't know anything about industry. Okay, after completing final year, then we start searching for job. But of course, those days 8 colleges in Tamil Nadu, we never had a problem. But today you are totally different case. So industry is somewhere and student is somewhere. What the college does is very clear. The college does only one thing. That's what they did us. They brought you closer to the industry. That's all. Their responsibility. Please understand. It is not college responsibility to place you inside the industry. Since you expect, if you get a job for me, sir, they say yes. Then they are bringing the IT students, everything. But please understand. College responsibility is not to get a job for you. Getting a job is your responsibility. Okay, you say that if you give a job, then only I will join in the college. There's something wrong. Okay, here exactly it ends. From my perspective, college ends here exactly. Okay, so because you asked the college to get you a job, things have totally changed over the time. I don't know who did a mistake, where things are changed, I don't know. But the whole industry is gone now. Now, it's a very clarity. When I was studying, please understand, because there is a big change between 1990s to, see, when I came out of IIT also, I never knew anything about the industry. Please understand. When in 87, I got selected in the campus interview at the IIT Kharagpur from the HCL R&D hardware. The whole IIT campus, I was the only guy got selected. But still, I did not know what is the industry is. The first day when I get into the industry, I went and sat in the corner somewhere. I didn't know. You are all on that way too good. But sometime that itself has become negative for you because you are not doing your job as a student. You put so many things in your mind. So that is what our discussion of 5 days. If I could able to convey you what exactly you should do 4 years, okay, then you won the game, I won the game. That's the thing. So I win, you win, industry win. Basically, the most important thing is you and me win means industry win. That's why I tell all my friends, all my industry friends, please come out, go to the colleges, talk to the people. I'm telling everybody. So unless otherwise you meet with the industry people, you don't really understand what exactly the industry needs for. Okay, now we go to next. Now we say that electronic industry versus syllabus. That's another very important point where what industry expects, what you study. See, let's take this is the year. Okay, let me start from the year 1980. Typically, electronics started growing in India from 1980. Till that time, not much. Things are actually moving from 80. So I take 80 as a base year. Then there's a growth. So there's a growth. So two things. One is year and the growth. What is happening was in the electronic industry, see that it's a tremendous growth, man. Slowly it was growing 92,000. Suddenly from this last 10 years, it's gone. But that does not reflect in your college syllabus. It need not be also. I will justify both. Why it has to reflect, why it need not reflect. Both I will justify both of them because I've spent a lot of time in the college syllabus committees and I know what industry wants. So I will justify that to you. Okay. So see the gap between you and the industry. The gap is very small in 90s. Okay, so when whoever you passed out in 90s in electric ECE and all, when they come out, they get into the industry with short period. Now in 2000, whoever came in, it took some time. That's why they were afraid and went to the IT companies. Okay, so actually IT started picking up in 2000. So people thought, no man, the core industry to get acquainted everything, to get the real knowledge, it takes more time. Then you see, 2010, the gap is widening. In 2020, see that you are now. Okay, the gap is too much, but it is not so. I will prove it to you in another few slides. What exactly to be done by you in the college to reduce the gap. Our exact thing is reduce the gap to as minimal as possible. The moment you start reducing the gap, your possibility of getting into the core job, electronic job, and good pay is a very easy. For that, you have to reduce the gap. Okay, which is how easy, how tough we'll tell you now. Now, this is what generally we tell core industry. Okay, let us take a core industry. When I was studying, core industry had one entry point. Every core industry, for us, everything is that those days, there's nothing called VLSI, there's nothing called embedded, everything. It's all, there is only one thing, man. There's a board design. Okay, I have to design a board. I have to draw the circuit diagram and I have to do the connections. I have to do the schematic capture, do the PCB, do the testing and everything. So I don't have so many options. So I was doing it. But slowly what happened, the year goes on, there were lots and lots of entry points for the core industry. Okay, so there were n number of entry points came. That's why in the college itself, you say that, hey, you say, I want to go to embedded. No, I am interested on VLSI. I want to go to the back end. I want to go to the front end. I want to go to the DSP line. So you embedded, you take everything. So I hear every day from so many students, so many things. But there is another beauty is that these are all the things you know it. Am I right? The college itself. Even the first years people itself know that because everybody discussing in social medias, everybody know everything. But there is something extra is there. That is the most important. These are another entry points. Between every major, there were so many minor entry points are there, which you don't know. They're all very, very niche market. There's a company at Noida corner doing something. Okay. There's a company in Bangalore, Noida. So they may not be into the coming into the purview of your top level, but they'll be doing a very, very interesting small product with about 10, 20 people. They need a person with the electronics background doing a small work. Okay, this may not be exactly your embedded or exactly VLSI. You should be knowing both and something extra. But they are all big. They say somebody doing biomedical equipments, somebody is doing ventilators. Okay, everything like that. Small things are there. Everything. But now the trick here is we initial days as a student, when I came out of the college, I thought I'll go to electronic job. So I went to electronic job. I know only electronic job. That's all. I never knew that. I never even asked HCL or anything what job you do. There are only two jobs we know. The company interview came HCL was in Kharagpur was, one is TCS, one is HCL and Wipro. HCL and Wipro took for R&D hardware, and then these people took for this one. Even HCL also took for R&D software. That is like a software side, top side, not at the this software. See, there are two softwares now. We'll discuss them now. Then what happened? I when I came to the industry, I understood board design. Oh, there's a field design, board design. Then what happened? There are two branches came. Oh, they asked, are you going into board design or are you going to PCB? Then a lot of people went to PCB because you will be very comfortable. Don't have to think 9 to 10, 9 to 6 job. 9 o'clock come, do the work and evening go. No worries. Okay. But that's also very interesting job. That don't ever think that there's something else. That also pays very well. Worldwide demand is there. Every electronic product you make today, they require a PCB. Understand? But there is some trickies there. That's all we are going to discuss the next 4 days. That I'm next to 4 days. Okay. Now I'll tell you what are the type of top level jobs. Then we go next tomorrow. We'll discuss about very deep. Now we'll go top level. Okay. Now we have so many things. So there were so many entry point came into the job market. Understood? So suddenly in the last 20-30 years, there were n number of entry points. So what happened? As a problem, you in the college got confused. The major confusion is something else, not because of this. The major confusion is you are confused with electronics. You did not understand what was the growth of electronics, how electronics have started and how electronics have today. Okay, so that's the thing. That those every point, man. The 4 days I will try to clear as much as doubt. Even if it is not there, you can always, I'm available to you on WhatsApp. Okay, I want you to understand thoroughly, and not only now. I'm ready to live with you till you get a job. You can trust me. You can always be communicate with me. I'm there till you, but there you need to do something. Those things I will tell you. If you do it, then I'll be with you for doing a job. But it will not affect your interest. You will go with your own passion, with your own interest. Okay. Now, this is a very very simple thing, but I hope you understand. Okay. So think here. See that. What happened when we were doing the industry had only one opening. I was bothering about only one opening. I don't have anything. So what happened? All my entire power I have used here. I went through the industry. Done, man. My entire 4 years, I spent through one technology because those days nothing was there. I was a hardware design engineer. I'm good at design. Oh, Balajee, yeah, he is very good at the analog and the digital, man. He is good at transistors. He is good at logic gates. Done. Only that much. Okay, nobody to confuse me, and no WhatsApp, no Facebook, nothing. So we were doing in the lab the same thing, experiment, and came back. But today, what is your problem? Let us go back. Today you have the same thing, but what you are doing now in the college is very very important. You split your energy into so many small things, and you are attacking all the companies blocked because now you don't have energy to break the wall. I had an energy to break the wall. I told him, you ask me any question. In the interview, I could tell him, hey, I am good at digital. In IIT interview, I know Mr. Srinivasan came now. I told him, you ask me anything on the digital, I'll be able to answer you. Okay. I had such a clarity on that. Understood? Don't mistake me. Because of IIT, no. Those days in 1980s, 80, I did on 84, finished 85. Those days, only 2,000 people wrote the IIT electrical exam. Only how much? 2,000. Okay. So not like now today. You are, see, please never underestimate your power. You are competing with a very big crowd. So That doesn't mean that you are now we are all great. You no. I studied same way like you. I wrote a gate like same way gate you. Because of I got MTech, I'm not anyway better than you. I did not have a competition. Understood? So I had only 2,000 people wrote. I can show you tomorrow my gate paper. You'll be surprised by seeing that. Okay. So so you are, but you need to change. But that is a mistake you are doing. When the electronic industry has changed, the world has changed. You say I will not change in the college. Okay. It's see, ultimately your life is in your control. Nobody will come. I'll bet nobody will come when you're completed your engineering. After completing your engineering, it's ball is in your court. You need to secure a job for your life. I've seen how many of the people without understanding properly. You know, one thing, can I tell you one small thing here? Most of your people took ECE. You know why? I can go to IT, I can go to core. Am I right? But very unfortunately, you cannot go to both. You know why? Because of major reason, what the college thing. So what happened? Your energy is 50-50. 50 on the IT side, 50 on the core side. Gone. That itself you're gone. Then we come to core side. Then your energy is split on so many things. Embedded, VLSI, hardware, digital, analog. I mean, right, PCB, so many things. Okay. But we need to thoroughly understand 2021 industry. If you understand 2021 industry requirements, you will easily sail through. Okay. But that is against your mindset of so many years. You cannot change overnight. You cannot. That's why I attack the college students. Those who completed the college, it's very difficult because they are under pressure. They have to get a job. Okay. But whereas college is a beautiful days. That's why I have addressing this for the college days. You need not have to spend anything. Spend 1 hour a day. You do wonders. We will go next. This is what industry want. Today, 2021, what industry wants is only this. If you understand this, you win the game. Okay. I've written this is proposed by there's a big debate going on. That is fine. But this is proposed by a Stanford professor called breadth of knowledge. It's called T-shaped education. It's called breadth of knowledge, depth of expertise. Breadth of knowledge and depth of expertise. Okay. The third day, when we discuss about the knowledge versus skill, we'll deeply discuss about that. The college, what you're supposed to do, this depth of expertise, and what is the breadth of knowledge. These two are very, very important for the industry. There's a very tricky. The breadth of knowledge changes from depth of expertise. What is, for example, if you select the depth of expertise of VLSI, then the breadth of knowledge will be different. If you select embedded as a depth of knowledge expertise, then the breadth of knowledge will be different. If you select that board design as a depth of expertise, then your expertise area changes, then the breadth of knowledge also will change. That's a trick. The left side you can take it as a past, right you can take it as a future. You take two portions of the divide. One is these two things, and you have to go in center, depth. Okay, so this is a most important point which I need to convey you. Is a very important. This is what our focus of discussion for the next 4 days. This I will prove it to you. I told you now. I am not going to just leave a talk today or this 4 days. 5 days. I can live with you. I told you. You have trusted and came to me. I should be able to give you as much as information as possible. Am I right? So otherwise, working on 34 years in the industry, there's no use for me if we do not give it. Okay, there's a wonderful book called Die Empty. Okay, that's a thing I found out very surprisingly. When you start giving, then we start earning more and more. Okay, when I'm talking with you today, I'm gaining a lot. That I have to give it tomorrow. So please take my time, But at the same time, you should know your level limitation, not to pinch me. You expect a response within 24 hours, because a lot of people ask me, and same way, a lot of people are sending me C programming. I have to yeah, go through the code and evaluate and save modifications. They're all very tough. Reading somebody's programming is very tough. So that reason I have to spend time. So please be patient, but you will get the result. Okay, I will do it. Don't worry. This is what the another important. The college, what you have done 8 semesters. These are all, see, because you need to know what industry expects. Otherwise, 8 semesters. Am I right? You study too much, this much. Okay, every semester you spend 8 subjects and study so much. You know what industry see, think of it. 8 into this much is how much, but you know what industry expects? Only this much. Exactly. If you take this as a 6 months, okay, you have 6 into 6 months. Am I right? 4 years. But industry expects exactly a 3 months. That's why what is happening is, after completing your college, you go and go do a 3 months course somewhere and get into the industry. Am I right? But my question is, why don't you spend the 3 months during the 8 semesters wisely? See, there's a big difference. See, please understand, there is a very big difference doing continuously 3 months and during the same 3 months, 1 hour every day for 8 semesters. They are not equal. They are too powerful. 1 hour every day for 8 semesters. Think of it, how many months? 1 hour every day means 1 semester. You will get about 365 days. I'm not doing the calculation. Let me do the calculation. You have 1 minute, please, because I have not done. I never thought about it. 365 divided by 31. Sorry. If you spend 1 hour every day, you take 365 days divided by 24 hours. You get 15 days. Am I correct? You spend 15 days per semester. I'm asking you per year. So think of 4 years. It's about only 2 months. Okay. So that's why I'm asking putting 3 months. So, but that is very powerful. That you don't underestimate that 1 hour every day. That's why Quora everywhere I eat 1 hour every day. You will start understanding the power later. But you know what? I'm going to put another one. That is a very interesting thing. That's the most interesting that will hurt you. Okay, don't mistake me. I'm putting this because I spend a lot of time with the students. I've understood. I was in the interview committee for so many places, so many companies last 13 years. I lived with the students. So I know that, you know, what is the small one, red one? The small red one, what is that? This is what you know when the interview. Even though you studied this much, you know only this much. What is the thing? You forgot everything. Why you forgot? That is a point which I'm not ready to discuss here. Okay, let us do it on over the period of 4 days. That is not one day, one word answer. It is not a right way of doing it. Why we forget what we study in the colleges? If you don't do that, you have, see, think of this one. This is just only 3 months. But whereas this one, everyone is 6 months. You spend how many was 8 this one? So 8 into 8. Okay, you spend so much. Okay, 8 into 6, 48 months you have spent. But I'm telling you that the 3 months is sufficient. What is the calculation of this? That is we will continue that on that. Okay, that's the part. But I want to convey you only one thing. This is what the black color is the one. That's why we call black box, because we don't know what is in the back. That is what we are going to discuss. I purposefully put that as a black color, because we called black box. Think of it. Even a flight, okay, something happened. They say that, hey, we recovered the black box because nobody knows what is inside. Then they open it to find out what happened to the thing. The same thing here. We are going to dissect this black box over the next 4 days and how to prepare it. That is what our job. Okay. Now, I told you on the industry thing. Okay. Okay. Now I told you very clearly. You have 4 years and this is the same graph, syllabus, industry. But if you start planning, because first year, see, some of the people have joined on first year, but correct, but it's very tough because you normally join late in the college. You are totally new to the college. See, from a school to college, you need to understand the difference between teacher and lecturer. First of all, most of the students doing a mistake of wrongly understanding the difference between teacher and lecturer. They expect the lecturer to be a teacher. It's totally different, man. There are 4 or 5 people are there. Lecturer, first of all, teacher, then lecturer, then professor, then trainer, then mentor, sorry, coach, then mentor. There's so many people are there. Okay, for me, when I'm giving the talk to you now, I'm a lecturer. I'm not a teacher. Please understand. I'm not a teacher. I'm a lecturer because I'm exploring things for you. So I am a lecturer. I'm giving lecture. I'm not teaching you. I'm giving lecture. That's why we call it a Zoom lecture. We don't call Zoom teaching. This is called lecture. I'm not teaching you. I'm exploring everything for you, before you. It is you to explore. Whatever 1 hour I spend, you need to spend about another 24 hours to search the net and get all the terminology. Everything is what Balajee has spoke, everything. Same thing in the college. When a teacher spoke to you, then you need to explore the whole thing. That is what your responsibility. Second is on the moment I find out you are good at understanding, then I start teaching people about skill through net, through WhatsApp. I'm teaching skill. That time I make you to be a number engineer. I make you to be a VLS engineer. But I'm trying to teach you the skill. That time I become a trainer. But the moment you start doing very good, I will act as a coach. That time, whatever problem you send me, I will find a fault on you. I will see when I'm a trainer, you send any program, I'll say very good. Hey Ganesh, you done a good job, man. I'll say excellent, a fabulous program. But the same Balaji, when you write a very good program later, I'll say that what program, man? Do you think anybody can read this program? That time I'm becoming a coach. I will find only fault on you. Okay, that means the moment I start finding a fault on you, that means that you're grown. Finish. That's all. The moment I start finding a fault on you, that indicates you that you have gone to the second level. From the you are ready to go for an interview. You are a good guy. You have gone to the level. The moment I say very good to you, that means that you have yet to grow. Then you say that. Then I'll become. Ganesh, it's very good job. Now you have two good opportunity. Think of where to go. Then I become a mentor. Okay, so I can become a lecturer, but I cannot become a teacher. I can become a teacher provided if you come on site. So if you come to my classroom teacher, that time I'll teach. I'll make sure that sit with you, next to you. I will, till you understand, I will teach you. Okay, that's what the teacher does. Okay, but unfortunately here it's not possible. So I can see that is a one advantage you have it with me. I be a lecturer now. The moment you learn the knowledge, when you start learning a skill, I will act as a trainer. Once you have learned the skill very well, then I'll act as a coach. Then I will act as a mentor. So many people are asking today, hey, sir, where will I do that? Shall I go to VLSI or this? Then I'll evaluate them. I'll say that you are not good at that. You better go here. Okay, so see, this is all out of experience. You will tomorrow you will become to my stage. I was like you exactly 20 years back, nothing. Okay, I didn't know anything. Okay, I cannot speak English properly. I went to US. I never spoke to anybody for. I went to even 90. About 30 years back, I went to US. I cannot talk to anybody. I lived 10 years in US. Every place. I was in Germany, Canada, everywhere. But everywhere I was trying to learn only technical. I never tried to learn the culture or language or anything. For me, the most attractive piece of the companies is that technical thing, how they are solving the technical problem. That's why I wanted to convey to all the thing. Okay, now we'll come back to the thing. So as I told you that This graph is very important. This is what we're going to teach next 4 days, the green one. How exactly, because first year I'll forget. If somebody is first year, it's very tough. You normally do the first year vacation, second year beginning, then to third year. See here, exactly the mid of third year, your life is changing. So it means that you spend more than 1 year, you will not find the, see, sometimes you go below than your grading, but after about 1.5 years, that is the area where I'm required to you. Lot of people lose a patient. The C programming, somebody is, sir, I'm totally frustrated. I cannot learn anything more. But I said, wait. You please, why don't you try this? I never give solution, because the moment I give a solution, you have gone. You cannot be an engineer. Okay, better. Let me stop the training. I give only the ideas, hints. You solve it like that here. The same thing here. So this is what the thing I found out. Whoever tried this, the second year to third year, they actually win the game. They do very well in the industry. There are a lot of benefits of here. Even though I have come here to discuss about only electronic core industry, we will discuss much about the other thing also. So I'm not going to discuss about communication industry or IT industry here. Even though you have a electronics and communication, I'm not going to worry about communication. That if you want, we can discuss after 8 o'clock. Okay, not now. 1 minute, please. Excuse me. Don't take any decision only on today's talk. It is only a basic introductory talk. When we are going to analyze the whole thing, what to do. See, at the end of the 5 day, you should carry a plan. What am I going to do? Oh, I'm a third year, then what should I do? I'm a second year, what should I do? I'm a first year, what should I do? Oh, I'm a final year, man. I'm going to have a campus interview now. How to do that? Every problem you have a solution. But each solution varies. If you are in second year, the solution is different. If you are in final year, the solution is different. For everybody, we will discuss. You have to carry. But those who have completed the college, a graduate, or okay, those who are attending this talk, you may get some benefit, but you will get it. You will get worth out of this $200 what you are giving and 5 hours. But the talk is exclusively maintained for college students. Please understand that. I tell you beginning itself, because later we should not have a think that Balaji has done it. I don't want to go with putting all the effort. Finally, I don't want to get a bad boy status, because that's why I always say repeatedly, do not expect more than what you have can chew. You have given 5 hours of your time and $200. Even then, I put a one extra thing. Don't mistake me. It's not a thing. At the end of 5 days, if you tell me that, sir, I came with so much expectation, nothing was done, I don't mind. I can return your fees as a just good lecture. All the remaining 4 lectures which I have done past, I can give you all of them free if you're not happy. I don't want any individual go unhappy after 5 days. Okay, that's the aim I'm working on it. I want everybody to be successful. Let's go now. What industry expects? That's the only goal we want. What industry expects? This is what we wanted. You know that. My friend in the college is the one who proved to me. Very surprised one. You know what? I did do ECE. I did triple E. I moved to the electronics after IIT. Because I took a MTech instrumentation. I found out in 90s, 80s. Hey, whole instrumentation those days was only mechanical and electrical. Then I found out that hey, electronics is penetrating into the instrumentation. So I thought if I learn electronics, I can do instrumentation very well. But actually, that is a good decision. I moved to electronics. Okay, then I became an electronic engineer on all things. Of course, I did lots of instrument things, requirement, everything. But one of my close friend, who is my mentor, he's my colleague, he's my classmate, but my mentor. I dedicated a book to him on that. His name is Swaminathan. He's a university topper in the college when I was studying. He normally scored centum in so many subjects. I've never seen a person like him. You know what he do? In the machines lab, when they say that the motor have to be rotating at so much of RPM, we put the tachometer and change the rheostat and find the meter. You know what he will say? Hey, this is wrong. You know, he will calculate everything. He will say that you put this ohm in the rheostat and start the motor. It will come to the speed. We do the same thing. The RPM will be plus or minus 10%. That is because the rheostats are not giving the proper resistance or the meter. Then only he proved it to me. If you are strong in theory, you are strong in practical. Nobody in the college say him same way. Then I start impressed. Then I started working with him. You know what we do? We do it in the paper, the design. We designed our own microprocessor using a breadboard. We design on a paper. Then we will do discussion on the paper so many times. Then we will go and implement on the lab. It will work because he taught me. Okay, colleague, he is my core student. I'm a very, very lucky guy. In both IIT, I got a super person called Amit Patra. He is a gold medalist of the IIT Kharagpur in 1987. Then here, Swaminathan, he is a university topper. They are all my colleagues. They taught me a wonderful thing of what a theory can do. That's the reason I'm telling you that if you are strong in theory, that is what I call knowledge. You are not strong in theory. Please understand. You have that is a point. Also, we are going to discuss about on the day skill versus knowledge. What exactly you are doing a mistake. Okay, there we will do that. You have spent 3 years on the preschooling, LKG, UKG, and the pre-KG, LKG, UKG. Then 12 years on school, 15 years, and then 4 years on college, 19 years of education. Okay, how can you look for a job? Am I right? How it's hard. Even yesterday, last week also I told, there's a person called me from a Sri Lankan Tamil. Now he is working in Malaysia. Okay, he called me for giving a talk on PCI Express. That time he asked, Balajee, what is wrong with you, Balajee, your people? How come after 19 years of education, somebody feel that give me a job and ready to work for 20,000 rupees a month? You should get a minimum 1 lakh a month, Balaji. You're supposed to get 2,000 Singapore dollars minimum in India. How can you settle for 10,000, 20,000? That's why I told him, you know one thing? I told him I will not give training anybody who expects less than 1 lakh a salary. I don't want the people at all. If your mindset is less than 1 lakh a salary a month, don't even attend this talk. It's waste for you. Because my goal is big. I want, because the same you is getting 10 lakhs per month in US. If you travel to US, get a job, you get 10 lakh. What's the difference between you and him? Why not you get a 1 lakh rupees? So we'll try to find out the problem in the next 4 days. So the functionality, see, for example, you buy a mobile phone. When you buy a mobile phone, the mobile phone, you expect first thing is everything is working, your mail is working, correct? Whatever you want, WhatsApp. Okay, whatever you're looking for, a particular video game, whatever you want, it's working or not. That's what you check. That is what company check, whether you know it or not. That is what functionality. Then performance. You press the WhatsApp button, you get the response after half an hour. You don't like it, you will throw the phone. You will never like it. The moment you press the button, you want the WhatsApp to come immediately to you. If it does not come immediately, then you don't like the phone. Am I right? So there is a trick. That is called performance. That's why every phone manufacturer say that, hey, I'm using a Qualcomm this processor with this much megahertz CPU with 6G RAM. And why you have to tell you all these things? They're telling you all these things to tell you that I am performance, man. But industry wants you to skill. But the most important one is not these two. Okay. Apart from these two, the third one is very, very important. Okay. Because I myself should not block it. That's why I'm putting it. Reliability. See that. Reliability is knowledge plus skill. That means that you should know how to apply the knowledge on the skill. Okay. That means that if you do 100 times of WhatsApp, all the 100 times the WhatsApp should work. Am I right? The WhatsApp should not fail. The same way, When I ask you any, you should not say that I know only this question, I don't know this question. No. If you say I know digital, you should know digital. That's all. There's nothing called 90% or 30%. No, I know digital. I know a skill. I can do it. If you can do it, you know it. You do it. Okay. But that is what reliability. Always. You should be always. That's called. So these three, normally a product based on the functionality, performance, and reliability. That's why you pay more money for Apple phone, because it has all these things. Then you pay for Samsung. Then you pay for OnePlus 1. Okay. You start going everything. These three decides the cost of a product. Same way, these three decides your salary. Your functionality, I have a knowledge. Performance, I have skill. My reliability, my knowledge and skill can be applied anytime. My knowledge and skill go together. They are not different. Okay. This is what industry expects. That is what they test. First, what they test you is the knowledge. That's why they always give you written test. Then they give you a program to write, a skill. Then they will test you the reliability interview. Interview is a place where whatever way they turn the question, whichever way they ask, are you able to understand, give or not? It's all very simple, man. You know one thing, I've gone to a lot of interviews. Most of the time, we decide the candidate within about first 1 or 2 questions. Afterwards, all not to find out how good he is. He can keep it on the second level, which when nobody comes, we can select him. That's the reason we do that. But sometimes the best candidates we select on the first shot. I want you to be on that. I want you to be on that list. If you are a college student, I want you to be on that list. Don't ever be negative with me. When you are coming to me, be positive. Don't ever think whether it is, don't ask me whether it is possible or not. Tell me I want to do that. If I'm good at that line, I will do that. Okay, for example, right now, even though I worked on VLSI and backend and front end, but last 10-15 years, that's I worked on the 2014 and online, not now. So I temporarily don't do that because I wanted to give, even though board design, PCB, everything I work. Right now I'm spending time with the people on embedded because that itself, a lot of people are coming. But there are very good people are available on the other things. So I do not have a right thing to give them. I give them only a pointers. But whereas if you come on the other lines, I give you a more network or embedded or whatever it is. Okay, now let's go to next one. That is the final one and most important. I told you now, an effective employee. That I will draw it on a board. What is that? I've written something called knowledge plus skill, effective employee. That I need to explain on the board. Something I may explain on the WhatsApp. Something I explain on the board. Okay, this is what exactly. This is what exactly I have to explain to you what industry expects. This is what you need to be good at college. People ask me immediately, hey, I have a 9.4 CGPA. What is a CGPA is required by the companies? So many questions are asked. We will discuss all the answers. Let us not leave anything. See, I will not leave any point. Understood? I told you there are so many methods. You can ask now, or after 8 o'clock, we can ask during the informal session, or you can ask on WhatsApp. Okay, or you can send through mail. Okay. So whichever you, I've seen most of the people are, 99% of people are happy with the WhatsApp. That's why I'm openly saying WhatsApp. Only very few people are accessing on the mail. So I settle with WhatsApp. I'm very new to WhatsApp, but I'm settling with the WhatsApp. So please, and now I'm going to go to the board. I explained the thing, but on the board I will put something which will be interesting for you. Okay, so let me put it on the corner. I think it is visible to everybody. Okay, so now I told you about knowledge and skill. Am I right? That has to be understood by very clearly by us. I have a bottom line. I am zero. You call zero. I don't know anything. So in the industry, how we judge a person is a trick. You have this much knowledge. I don't. I'm not giving you here the knowledge versus CGPA. That I'll explain to you on the third day. Okay, please give me a day. Okay, don't take now. Let us call this as a knowledge. This is a knowledge, and let us take a skill. The college, if you find the people, you find somebody like this. They have a too much of knowledge, less skill. So for us, it's an and operation. So this is what your expertise. Only this small, maybe out of 10.0 to 10, you may be at 2. Okay, even though you have this much knowledge, we don't consider that. Okay, they are not pretty much used for us because you have only this much skill. Suppose think other way. I'm a too skilled guy. I'm a too skilled guy. I have this much skill. You know, the electrician and all. You know that there are a lot of diploma people, ITA people are not too much skill, but they have only this much knowledge. That's why they also do not get paid. They also consider to be only 2. So please understand, you have to be like this. You have to be like this. This is what you have to go. Your growth should be like this. If your growth is like this in the college, it's possible. Please understand. But I'm not confusing you. College is the only beautiful day. I didn't say that. You know, Abdul Kalam ji. Abdul Kalam has said once, hey, don't waste your college days. They are very, very enjoyable days. I do not discuss with everybody, hey, what the professor taught, everything. What I discussing with the people is how we cut the class, how we went for movie and all. Even when we classmates, okay, everybody's getting a ticket, 58. All are getting a ticket in our group, we discuss. We never discuss about the professors or everything. That's very few time. We discuss about good professors and all. But most of the time, we discuss about how we went on bus, how we went on the tour, how we went on the enjoyment, what are the music programs. We discuss about only other thing. So don't miss the enjoyment in the college. Okay, my plan has to be planned. At the same time, you are not supposed to lose the enjoyment in the college. That is very, very, very important. Okay, please, please, please. I do not want you to, at the cost of college enjoyment, do this. You should know, balance so many things. You have to do balance the CGPA. You have to build the skill build up, and at the same time, you have to do this one. I told you today one important thing. What industry expect is very, very minimal. Not as we expect this much. That is, but what exactly expects on every branches, every group, that's what we're going to discuss about next 4 days. If you know that what they expect, you fulfill it. Okay. So industry expect very, very minimal. But now I'll tell you what industry expects. Okay. Yeah, I will tell you. Best way to increase CGPA is a very good question. I'll tell you. I'll discuss that also. So because I scored very low, man. When I scored on third semester, I got 6.8. Okay, I put all the effort, scored 6.8, but I scored 9.4 in fourth semester. I finally come out of engineering with the BE honors. Those days, apart from the 8th subject, we had to study one more subject and then go to the thing. In 9.76 in CGPA in IIT. It's all very simple technique. Then I learned, oh, these things are very simple technique, man. I'll discuss with you all the technique. What is that? Okay, I will. The 4 days period, because that also one of the factors to get a job. Okay, don't just like that neglect CGPA. The CGPA also a factor. Okay, I'll tell you what factor it determines. That's the most important. CGPA tells everybody one important information. When you say that I'm 8.4, when somebody says 6.1, it gives me some different information. But that you may not understand. Okay, we will discuss very thoroughly those things. What CGPA gives the information to you, what your knowledge conveys your information to you, what your skill conveys. Okay, now this is what we do. For example, somebody is having only this much skill, not that much. He has only this much skill, but he also having only this much knowledge. Think of it. He does not have now, but in effective, he is good. He may not be having so much of knowledge like other guy. He only this much, but he has this much skill. He's level 5. He will mostly get selected in the interviews. We have seen. I have selected lot of people. This we never select such a high knowledge people. Also, we left it down. We have selected this type of people. That guy could be having 7.5 CGPA or less than that knowledge. See, don't get confused between CGPA and knowledge. That we'll discuss thoroughly. These are all very tricky terminologies. Okay. How to achieve this? That's the most important. That is what the trick. That is, you have two parallel paths. One is knowledge. One is skill. Industry is having so much a bare minimum for you to get into the interview level. You understand? So, if you are slightly above that, you get into the interview level. Both. You also get who? That 9.4% or 8.5 or 7.5. All the three get into the above the bar. You have been qualified. See, think of it. If I'm going to give only based on CGPA knowledge, why I have to conduct an interview, man? I could directly say, oh, you anybody about 9.9, apply to me. You are 9.5, you are selected. No company say like that. Am I right? Why? Because here, now the company look for you the same level of skill. For example, if 9.4 guy is having this skill, if 8.5 guy is having this skill, if 7.5 is having this skill, oh, you are above skill mark. So you are selected. Not these two guys. But the same guy having this skill, he will be selected. See, I'm not, see, please, very, very clear I am. I'm not telling 9.4 CGPA guy is useless. I never say that. Okay, he's good. Okay. We company understand why I have to recruit 9.4 CGPA. Don't chumma say that, oh, because of his CGPA he's memorized and vomit and got it. No, it's not true. There are so many factors are there to scoring a good CGPA. At the same time, that doesn't mean that 6.5 CGPA guy is waste. That also we have recruited. We have recently recruited a person from a prestigious university. Okay, 6.5. You know what the salary we gave him? 1 lakh a month. 1 lakh a month. But what is CGPA? 6.5. On an interview, he did wonderful. We got him. Okay, too good. So there was a person, even Anna University. He didn't get through our written test. Failed. Next time we went for some talk show. We found him, selected him. Now he is the CEO of a big company now. Within about 4 or 5 years. Okay. So these are all happens. Please, that's why I'm trying to tell you that, see, whatever secrets I know, whatever I learned it, I want to release. So let's see. If it is with me, it's no use. If I convey it to you, you know how to make money. Am I right? It's ultimately money, man. Okay. You spend one month, you get 30,000 salary. You're going to put the same effort. How to get? You didn't came to the BE and not so easy, man. In the 12th, you spend so much of your time and money, effort, and you are the top of the world, top of the school student. You got it easy. How can somebody says that you are useless and you also accept it? Never ever accept. Okay, don't. I will give you a reason where the problem we will discuss on next 4 days. That's the most important. Okay, with that I think it's at 8:05. I will close it. Then we will discuss about informal. I do not want to continue my this talk. What is it called? So with that we will formally wind up the today's discussion, and we will get back to the discussion session after a minute.